Done it this way. I'm Seth Baxter. Those who don't know, I'm the head football coach. Been an honor and blessing to coach these guys these 8 years. I coached Needham back here. I was just looking. I said about 8 years ago today that we made the decision to leave ER and come over here, and been a great opportunity for us, and I loved every minute of it with these guys. But how we kind of got here, we went to a coaching clinic early March, and happened to sit in a session with a coach from Texas, and he said, nowadays with the NIL or NLI and different things about signing and the transfer portal, there is no such thing as a signing day anymore because everybody's leaving back and forth. And he said, we just do one big day for our football program to commit to what they want to do in the future. And I guess it was about 48 hours later, Noah texted me and said, hey, Coach, you think we could do a signing day as a group? And I said, yeah, that's a great idea, son. So anyway, that's kind of where we're at here today. All of these young men up here have a different story. All got here a different way. As a football coach, it's not just the coaching the X's and O's, it's the relationship pieces. And each one of these young men have had a different story, negative, positive, to get here where they're at today. And you know, it's going to be a blessing when they get to go do. I was telling Noah's mother earlier, I messaged the head coach at Guilford and at Anderson today and said, just give me something about the kids. And this their head coach stopped what they were doing and all texted me a brief comments about the guys I'm going to share with you here. But first off, a little bit about where we're at. Outstanding group of young men. 4 years, 3 playoff appearances. That's the first time in the history of this school. This past year we finished second in the conference. Another first ever in the school. Senior class won more in a 4-year career than any other group. Finished over 500 in every season, which has never been done. So let's give these guys a round of applause. That's the heck of and how I'm going to do this, I'm going to introduce each kid, talk briefly about them, my thoughts, and then what their coach, head coach for the college said. Parents take pictures. Guys, I'll just say, all right, you may sign at that time, and then you can sign, and then after we get done with that, at the end, I'll let you get all the pictures. First senior, Owen Whalen. Tater's what I know him. I didn't know his first name there for a while, but anyway, Tater had a really good season for the Cougars. Played multiple positions to capitalize on his talents. Played quarterback and running back on offense. Was best blocker on our team. Defensively, the young man made key plays on both the DL and linebacker. 3-year starter for us. 2-time All-Conference, All-County. Don't think this ever happened in my career. A kid come to us as a running back. Sophomore year, I had to put him on the offensive line because we were struggling up front. Yes, sir, Coach, whatever you need me to do. And that's who all 4 of these guys are. Coach Davis from Guilford College. Owen's a unique player that brings a lot to the table. He can play running back, but we watched and analyzed his film and love the way he plays at linebacker. He'll be a huge asset to us at Guilford as we move through to the next season. At this time, Owen Whalen, sign your letter of intent. Congratulations. All right, Mr. Gravely, All-Conference, All-County, senior lineman, leader of our offensive line, made improvement each year of his career, capped off a stellar senior season. I know my dad's here, and he told me this phrase a long time ago when he first said it. I didn't understand what he meant, and the longer I've gotten there, I do know, but the phrase he said I shared with Easton, I guess it was junior year. I said, you don't see the big picture here right now. You're looking what's in front of you, not the big picture, forest for the trees. And I said, let's rethink some things. And you did, and you stepped up big time for us. Coach Davis said this. Where's your brother at? Yeah, I want to make sure you heard this too. Easton comes from a great family. As someone who recruited his older brother Eli, I'm happy to have finally got me a grade with Guilford College. Easton has the ability to grow into something special here. We're very excited about him and look forward to his future. This time, Easton, sign your letter of intent. Congratulations. All right, Julian Mosley. Got an email back in September 2023. Now, during football season, I don't go to sleep much. So it's about 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. And I saw the email, I was checking emails, and I waited on my wife to wake up because I said, I need you to check something. I received an email from a gentleman who mentioned his son was moving. I know I read his height and saw some video, and I said, I'm thinking this can't be really meant to send to me. So I don't get many transfers in here. And she's like, okay, and I just kind of walked the floor. And then about 6:15, her alarm went off. So I said, hey, I need to do something for me. Of course, don't ever do that. But anyway, so about 6:30, she said, hey, come back here. You need to see this. And she said, this is real. And so at that time, I said, yes, ma'am, it is. When this recruit started talking to his dad, the only thing I was afraid. I know my dad kept saying this to me when I realized you had Eastern Randolph connection. I know how things work down there sometimes. And I was afraid that Julian would never make it to me. He might end up in Ramseur. But he did make it here. So proud of him. A talented game changer. Best football's in front of him. He'd never really been involved in an offense quite like we ran. He adjusted as he came through here for us. From the week one, he proved he was going to be a game changer. Every team he played against had to prepare for him. A coachable young man. Had a huge game against Asheboro. As I've told you, we don't win but one game a year and beat Asheboro. Everybody in Southwestern Randolph's happy. So that was a huge win for us. Coach Davis said this, Julian's a player that might come around once in a lifetime. 6'6", 6'7" receiver. He's got potential to come in here and be what we call a dude in the ODAC. All right, at this time, Julian, please sign your letter to the team. Mr. Steels. I think the orange is here for you today. Right? So, usually I don't like seeing orange in this gym for this round, but I won't have it today. But anyway, Noah, sophomore year, end of the sophomore year, didn't know what we were going to do. Quarterback situation. We run a very complex system. I remember taking 3 or 4 of them outside. I said, hey, y'all got to come out here and throw. I got to find somebody to run our show. Junior year, we went with about 3 quarterback systems, just trying to figure out what was going to make everyone work. And then something just clicked, a light bulb went off. He took the bull by the horns, the winter between junior and senior year after football season. I know his dad that wanted to do some 7-on-7. I'm not a huge believer in 7-on-7 because I lost some players to injuries. But I was proven wrong at that time because that was a huge development for you. The big development is there's not a more coachable young man that I have had the pleasure of coaching in 8 years at this school than Noah. When you play quarterback for us, you get yelled at more than anybody. That's part of the system. When the offense doesn't work, it doesn't matter if the quarterback's done everything right. Quarterback's always going to get blamed, just like a head coach. It just works that way, brother. But he was the heart and soul of our football team. He improved more than anybody I've ever had in my career as far as football. Always the first one to practice, grabbing the ball bag, going out to throw. Always the last one to leave. I know many times my dad said, you can check me sure still his arm's not hurt because he's throwing so many passes. He constantly just wanted to be better. I couldn't be prouder of him. What I wrote down to say today is it's almost identical to what your coach said. But I said, you'll be a special player, just a blessing to be around. Not only is a talented young man on the field, he's a better kid off the field. This is what Coach Coddington said about you today. Noah's a great kid. We love what he can do on the field and are very impressed. But even more importantly, we love who he is as a person. We believe he's going to be a great team member here at AU, and we can't wait to get on the field with him this fall. Congratulations, Noah Steele. Both coaches said this quote, almost identical as well. We look forward to developing all these young men and making them everything they want to be, not only as football players, but also as men. I'm going to leave you with kind of something we say to our players. And the one thing I think that stands out about all 4 of these gentlemen is that they're selfless workers who just want to win. No matter who got the credit, they all had one goal in mind, that was to find a way to win at the end. And that was to succeed. In the world of being selfless and not having team players, when you have that, it leads you to special things. A lot of their teammates are here today. I think that tells you a lot about who they are. On a Friday afternoon, they're here supporting them. But as you leave here and leave us today, and I guess this will be the last opportunity for us as a football program until you graduate, but dedication, discipline, and unity is what we based our program on. And always remember you got a family out there and right here, always, that's what we always broke it down with every day was family. I'm proud of you, love you, excited for you. I would like to ask before parents come out and take individual pictures of all of our football coaches would come up here and stand behind the guys. I appreciate that. Just take us a quick picture, and then parents, family members, take as many pictures you want to take. I think Ms. Stills has something for you guys to sign for Noah. See pictures off to Anderson, a little bit further away than Guilford is. Pretty creative, man. Who are we looking at first?
Me.
Right there.